All right, so in this lesson, we are going to learn how to solve word problems by solving a system of equations, as we've been doing. This time we're going to use a different substitution method, where you either have an x equals or a y equals. I hope that the message that you're receiving is that you can solve all of these using a variety of methods. I'm just showing you when it might be useful to use certain methods. So Andrea and her squad have 100 unicorns. So Andrea, I'm going to use a different color. So let's make Andrea blue. Andrea and her squad have 100 unicorns. So Andrea, I want to put her squad is, and then we'll put 100 unicorns. All right, so so Andrea was blue. So Andrea has 2 less unicorns than her squad. Squad was orange. So it says, how many unicorns does she have? What about her squad? So we're talking about 2 different numbers that can change. We're talking about, first we're talking about the unicorns, right? But it's the number of unicorns for Andrea and the number of unicorns for her squad. It doesn't matter which one is your independent or dependent variable. Most of you will put Andrea's right here. So I'm going to put Andrea right there also. So A will be number of unicorns. Andrea. Okay, and then that means the orange will be I'll put her squad, so I guess S. So number of unicorns. Unicorns for her that her squad has. All right, so we know that together they have 100 unicorns. You can see it right here. Andrea, squad, 100 unicorns. So I'm going to write Andrea, and then, and the squad. Oh, you know what? I'll make the pink. Andrea and the squad. The number of unicorns for Andrea, or the number of unicorns that Andrea has, plus the number of unicorns that her squad has, equals 100. They have a total together of 100. If you add them together, you should get 100. But it also has this one right here. It says Andrea has. So Andrea equals 2 less unicorns than her squad. So you would take her squad's unicorns and you need to take away 2. So 2 less unicorns than the number that her squad has. Now we have 5 more of these, so we have plenty more examples if you're still a little confused. So you have 2 numbers. Their sum is 289. So 2 numbers. So I don't know. Let's put 2 numbers. So we'll put the first number. Okay, this is right here. One of the numbers is 4 less than 8 times the other number. What are the 2 numbers? So, but it doesn't say their sum. So we'll put, that means that if we have the first number and we have the second number, we get a total of 789. So it doesn't tell us which number is which. It doesn't matter. It just says you add them together, you get 789. So I guess I will use orange will be the first number. I'll put F for first number. I'll put it like this. First number. And then we'll put S for second number. it says together their sum is 789. So that means that if you take the first number and then you add the second number, and if you add the second number, you should get, or you will get, 789. Okay, and the second equation, it says one of the numbers is 4 less than 8 times the other. I said I made it blue. It doesn't matter which one you use. I'm going to say the second number. So the second number we'll say is 4 less than 8 times the other. So 4 less than 8 times the other number, which is the first number in my case. And there we go. So let's look at the next couple. All right, so Natty and her friend are buying songs from the Apple Music Store. Natty buys 9 more than 2 times as many MP3s as her friend. They buy a total of 100 songs or MP3s. How many songs did each of them buy? So to make it slightly easier, so I'll put Natty and her friend are buying some songs. Natty buys 9 more than 2 times as many as her friend. They buy a total, so they would be both colors. And then we'll say her friend. This is Natty buys 9 more than 2 times as many as her friend. And then they, so I'll put like that one too. Put they. Better, that's fine. So, and that gives us a total of 100 songs. So, I don't know, we'll put Natty second, I guess. Natty. So we'll put the number of songs for Natty. Number of songs, Natty. And we will say the orange will be the number of songs for her friend, or her friend buys. I can make my F slightly better. Number of songs that her friends buy, that her friend buys. Number of songs, friend. All right, so we said that Natty buys, I should probably do this. Natty buys 9 more than 2 times as many MP3s as her friend. So Natty buys, Natty equals, the number of songs Natty has equals 9 more. So 9 more than 2 times her friend, then 2 times the number of songs her friend has. And we know that together, her friend songs plus Natty songs. I should make that a little bit better. Plus the number of songs Natty has will be a total of 100. All right, so I'm going to go through this, but to make it a little faster, I'm going to stop switching between so many colors at this point. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this just appear. So in like a couple of seconds. All right, so these are the rest of the examples. I'm going to the next page. All right, so example number 7 reads, David has 10 coins in nickels and quarters. He had 6 more quarters than nickels. How many of each does he have? So what you really want to pay attention to is this question. It'll kind of inform you about what your variables are. So it says, how many of each does he have? Well, how many of what? Well, how many nickels and how many quarters? So those are going to be the focus. So how many nickels and how many quarters? And then it says he has 6 more quarters than nickels. So 6 more quarters. So the quarters, well, that was orange. 6 more quarters than he did nickels. All right. And it says that he has 10 coins in total. So I guess that's a total. 10 coins. All right. So we know, let's label these. Always label, always label, always the label. You could put N and Q. Yeah, let's do that. You could also use X and Y though. So N is number of quarters. Oh, number of quarters. Number of nickels. That was weird. Number of nickels. And Q. Ooh, I should write my Q a little better. Q will represent the number of quarters. Okay, so I could probably write quarters a little better than that. Number of quarters. Okay, so it says that he has 6 more quarters than nickels. So the number of quarters he has, the number of quarters equals 6 more than nickels. So 6 more than the number of nickels. That was not too bad. And it says he has 10 coins and nickels and quarters. So I guess the number of nickels plus the number of quarters will give me a total of 20. So number of nickels plus the number of quarters equals 20. And the number of quarters equals N plus 6. Maybe I should box this. Okay. These are going to be super important. We're going to use these. I'm going to write this one. N plus Q equals 20 right here. So N plus Q. I don't know why I can't. Let me just start that over. N plus Q equals 20. And you see where it says Q is N plus 6? You're going to make Q N plus 6. Maybe I should make that like orange. Q is N plus 6. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'm just trying to make sure the colors make sense. So, no, you know what? I'll leave this in green also. N plus 6. So I get N plus 6, and I get 20. Man, that looks like a B. N plus 6. I guess that's a little better. N plus 6 will give me 20. I can drop these parentheses because there's just a 1 here. So it'll say N plus 6 equals 20. Then I'm going to combine like terms before I solve for N. So 2N plus 6 equals 20. Subtract 6. 2N equals 20. Divide by 2. And I get N, which is blue, so I'll change it. N equals 20 divided by 2 is 10. So we have the number of nickels is 10. So we just plug that in here. So the number of quarters, you can plug it in either. You can substitute this N for here or here. You'll get the same answer. Remember, system of equations. So N. So Q equals, and then we'll put N plus 6 and then, but for N, we're going to substitute in 10, which really doesn't need the parentheses, right? At this point, because we're not multiplying anything. So 10 plus 6, and 10 plus 6 is 16. So number of quarters, number of quarters. Oops. Let me make sure there's nothing we need down here. Oh, we need to write